Cameras were rolling, but you could see the trail of damage as the car barreled down this fence, barely missing a church. A miracle the man and woman inside were saved by neighbors as they were trapped by flames. All over the parking lot, you can find shattered glass and a broken sense of security. But as you said, these guys were caught on camera. Raining down the water from the cranes because it's just too dangerous to go inside. 3 people rushed to the hospital. 1 pet did die in this fire. A woman says that she played dead in order to survive. We were able to talk to her on the phone from her hospital bed. She's preparing for surgery tomorrow while her shooter remains on the streets. Also breaking tonight, an FDLE investigation into former Cape Coral Mayor Marnie Sawicki, finding no criminal wrongdoing. They're telling everyone to get inside. An active investigation going on right now. It seems like a dangerous situation. Yeah, they were able to get out, but 2 people in the plane were not. I want to show you right behind me that mangled metal you see there. That's what's left of the plane. Investigators still looking through it right now. Witnesses say that it looked like a twin-engine plane whose wing clipped that building. Children with autism inside having to run for their lives. 2 people on board a plane dead in a fiery crash that clipped a building with children inside. People in the area taking cell phone pictures and video minutes after it happened. They knew something was wrong, hearing noises coming from the sky.
Airplane passed just over me, and the engine are
3 pops of the engine, and then I just waited to hear the bang.
And then I just heard boom! I actually saw it, the explosion and everything. I never saw nothing like that a day in my life.
Chopper 6 over the scene at 1001 Northwest 62nd Street. Investigators tell us the plane took off from Fort Lauderdale Executive Airport at 1:25 this afternoon. By 1:28, calls began coming in that the plane was trying to make an emergency landing on a field blocks away.
The whole building shook, and one person said they thought it was an earthquake.
Claudia Axelrod is a director for Positive Behavior Support Corp. The building hit by the plane had 6 children with autism inside. They were ranging from 5 to 10 years old.
The plane was already on fire, and as it hit the building, it tried to turn not to hit the building, but the wing actually hit the building, and that's when it exploded.
8 staff members inside dodging fire and debris to get the kids out.
The building caught on fire and the roof went down.
One woman inside was hit by falling debris, but was checked out and should be okay. The children all making it home unharmed.
Very thankful to obviously to God and to the staff members. They really are our heroes.
So tonight, the FAA and NTSB working to find out exactly what caused that accident. We're working to learn the names of the 2 people who died on board. I'm live in Fort Lauderdale. Nestor Mato, NBC6 News. Yeah, you know, the family is devastated and they're asking for information. I want to show you what's left of that crash scene. This is the only real clues left because police don't even have a description of the car that hit him. A mother broken down. NBC6 talking to Pamela Henry just hours after she found out her youngest son had been killed in a hit and run.
And I just seen him last night at my house. He came down, we sat and we talked.
The family of 34-year-old Akeem Cromer told me he was a hard-working family man who was on his way to his job early Saturday morning.
But I had that instinct something was wrong.
Cromer's mother said he called her after 3:30 in the morning needing a ride to work after his girlfriend's car broke down near St. Thomas University. While walking for help, Miami Gardens police say he was struck by a car near Northwest 38th Court and 159th Street. His brother showed up to pick him up but never found him.
Touched him, are you all right? He said, oh my God, this person cold. This person dead.
Instead, neighbors discovered his lifeless body at 6 in the morning. Police finding debris all over the street, saying the driver took off. Investigators tell me people who live nearby reported hearing a loud noise.
Ran him over and just left him there. They could at least stay to see if he was okay or something. They didn't even do that. They just left him there like a piece of meat.
Cromer's family was on the scene asking people for information and looking for clues themselves.
Whoever did this would please just come forward.
So police are trying to gather surveillance video from the area in hopes of learning more about that car. Of course, if you know anything, go ahead and call Crime Stoppers at 305-471-TIPS. I'm just outside that high school turned crime scene, and as you can see, detectives are still out here, still investigating, and even now we can still hear choppers overhead. That survivor I spoke to says 4 people in her classroom were shot in what she describes as a pool of blood. First, the fire alarm went off, and then came chaos.
Oh my God. We hid behind the teacher's desk, under the cap, anywhere possible.
Rebecca Bogart was in history class when she heard loud bangs. Not long after, she learned they were gunshots.
Gunshots hit the window and shattered, and I saw like through the blinds the bullet there.
The boy next to her recording the haunting sights and sounds that are now all over social media. 4 of her classmates hit.
On the floor you see like kids like bleeding, so a lot of blood everywhere.
More than 20 minutes later, she says police came in, escorted them out, and made them run across the street single file. Rebecca's still worried about her friends that she hasn't heard back from.
It was just really scary and just shocked. Like, I'm still in shock right now.
Rebecca says her teacher actually knew what to do, locking the door, keeping her safe. She also says she recognizes the shooter as a guy who works at the local dollar store. I'm live outside Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland. Nestor Mato, NBC2. The woman says she was trying to make a turn here to get home when a car came out of nowhere, hit her, and then hit a pole. She later found out the man behind the wheel was her own commissioner. Police say he was drunk, and tonight even Governor Rick Scott is talking. It was 7 Tuesday evening. Justine Mayer was driving home to her 12-year-old son after a spa day when another car crashed into her.
When I think what could have happened, the thought of possibly something terrible happening to me, my son not having his mother, it's horrific.
Police say Lee County Commissioner John Manning was the other driver and took a red light before smashing into her at Cape Coral Parkway West and Pelican Boulevard. He voluntarily told investigators he had 1 glass of wine when he usually has 3. According to the police report, Manning did bad in several sobriety tests. During the one-leg stand, he swayed, had to use his arms for balance, and still fell back.
The fact that this man said he had a glass of wine compared to his 3 glasses of wine he would normally have, not acceptable.
Mayor says she can't believe her own district commissioner made such a mistake.
The people that make decisions, what kind of decision was made last night?
We went to Manning's door. He's out on bond, but did not want to talk.
I'm still doing the legal thing, so sorry.
No comment? But Governor Rick Scott is talking, telling us his office is reviewing the case.
All of us expect, including me, we expect everybody that whether you're elected or appointed to live up to the highest standards.
Mayor says she spent the day at urgent care for neck, back, and leg pain. She says she wants justice.
Something needs to happen. An example needs to be set that this is not okay.
Manning blew a .105 breathalyzer over the .08. Now he's expected back in court in October. I reached out to the county about how this will affect his position and duties. They did not get back to me. As for Mayor, she says she's not sure what she's going to do next, if she's going to take legal action or otherwise. I'm live in Cape Coral.